with Phi Theta Kappa year in and year out, so we appreciate your efforts. I want to congratulate our inductees and just thank you for the fine work that each of you have done, and certainly we have a number of our team members here as well. So Dr. Bryant, Dr. McCann, Celeste, Dennis, Mary, and her husband, Jeff. Welcome, Jeff. You just told me your name and I forgot it, but it's good to have you here. And certainly all of the support system that's here as well for our students. There's this saying that I heard recently. I had to speak in town earlier this week, and someone said, you know, Dr. T, I heard that saying that goes, when things aren't broken, don't fix them. And he said, I don't believe in that. He said, I believe in that when things aren't broken, you always got to keep tweaking. You got to keep moving forward and changing things for the better. So to start off my comments of inspiration is think about that, because that got me thinking all week. It got me thinking about the culture we have here at the college and really what qualities are inside each of you as young adults, as individuals who obviously are performing above and beyond your peers. You're taking on challenges that others aren't taking on. You're the ones that when things get tough, I look at you as the ones that get tougher, the ones that take that extra step forward, the ones that inspire those around you, and the ones that just don't say, I can't do it. You know what? It's not going to work. So you should be proud of yourself for that, and certainly you're an inspiration to all of us as leaders on this campus, as faculty on this campus, as just general community members to see the good work that's happening. So the other part of this is, how many of you drink coffee? Okay, so I was reminded by Celeste this week. She handed me a book in my office. So what I do now is I go to my office because of this, and I sit in my little couch chair. So I go from home to sitting in my couch in my office, but I actually do some work, right? So Celeste comes in and says, hey, here's a really good book that I came across. And Schulz has always been one of the leaders that I've looked up to. He's the CEO of Starbucks. And he said something to this effect. He said, we're not in the coffee business serving people. We're in the people business serving coffee. Think about that in the context of education. It sounds odd, but really I could say we're not in the business of serving education, of delivering education. We're in the business of students who just happen to be here, who we're providing access to education. So think about that. Think about that quote in the context of your own world. What's your particular why? Why do you exist as a young person? What's the aspiration that you're setting for yourself? Are you doing what you're doing because it's all about you, or are you doing what you're doing because it's about service, it's about giving back, it's about being a better version of yourself each and every day? So I'm going to stop with this because you have awards to give out and celebrations to be had, which will continue, I hope, as you move on beyond here. But one of my very favorite authors, and my team members here have heard me say this a million times, and I believe in my heart that it's become kind of the undertone of our culture here. It's about this idea of being a better version of yourself. Each of you have come here today doing great work. So I challenge you to do this. Tomorrow, what can you do to be better? The idea that betterment is in fact a perpetual labor. It's not always easy. You're going to run into challenges. And if you don't run into challenges, if you don't run into difficulty, then you should. Challenge yourself. That's where that comes in. If you're like, this is too easy, how are you challenging yourself to be better? Frederick Douglass, 1867, said that no progress, he said, no struggle, no progress. I totally messed that up. No struggle, no process. Over 150 years ago. Think about that. So always look at opportunities as opportunities, but also look for the struggle in those opportunities. Look for how can I make this better for everyone around me. Each of you are on the right track. You're doing great work as young adults. We're truly privileged to have you as part of our campus culture, as students who really kick it up a notch and represent the best of the best. So thank you again for the families, the support that's here today, because when it all comes down to it, we can't do this alone. It's all about supporting each other and being good to each other and looking at the best that we can be each and every day. So thank you all, and best of luck moving forward. We look forward to seeing all the great work that you each do once you graduate from Seward. So thank you, Ty, again for a great job.